Transposition, rearrange. The ability to modify the formula or equation, but at the same time ensuring the statement is still true. Transpose using addition or subtraction. When an equation is given with adding or subtracting values, the process of elimination requires us to make the value 0. If we were given these values, example 1, 16. Then to eliminate, we need minus 16. The results would be 0. Example 2, 44 minus 44, 0. Example 3, minus 27, 27, 0. If we were given the formula below and needed to modify it, 25 minus 14 equals 6 plus 5, as you can see that equation is true as both sides of the equal sign is 11. Let's just say, for instance, we want to have the 25 alone on the left side. I would need to figure out how to move the 14 over to the right side. We now have to use our elimination process. 25 minus 14 equals 6 plus 5. Let's say we want to eliminate minus 14 with plus 14. We are now left with a false equation. 25 equals 6 plus 5 is false. In order for the equation to remain true, you must perform the same function to both sides of the equal sign. Let's try this again. Let's say we want to eliminate minus 14 with plus 14. Added 14 to the left, added 14 to the right. The equation remains true as 25 equals 6 plus 5 plus 14, and both sides is 25. Let's try this again, but this time we can use letters. Let's say we want to eliminate minus 14 and minus b. We add 14 to both sides. We add b to both sides. The equation remains true. 25 equals 6 plus 5 plus 14. A equals c plus d plus b. Now you can see that both sides of the equal signs are the same. Transposing using multiplication and division. When an equation is given with multiplying or dividing values, the process of elimination requires us to make the value 1. Let's review some concepts first. Review my other video, basic math video, fractions. 1. 1 equals 1 over 1, 2 over 2, 5 over 5, 875 over 875. As you can see, all these fractions represents the value of 1. Let's recall ones. If we took any of the above fractions and multiplied it to another number, what would we get? 15 times 2 over 2 equals Because 2 over 2 equals 1, we can express the equation as 15 times 1, which equals 15. The takeaway from this is that any number over itself equals 1. Therefore, to eliminate a value in an equation that contains multiplying or dividing values, we must make it 1. Given the following equation, 40 over 4 equals 5 times 2. Let's say we want to move the 4 to the other side. We have to multiply both sides by the factor of 4. The result equation will be 4 equals 5 times 2 times 4. Let's try another one. Given the following equation, 40 over 4 equals 5 times 2. We want to move the 4 to the right side and move the 5 and the 2 to the left side. You times 4 to both sides, which eliminates the 4 on the left side. The equation becomes 40 equals 5 times 2 times 4. Now we multiply both sides by a factor of 1/5 and 1/2. Keep in mind how I write my equation. As you can see, there's a top and bottom number. So now the 5 will cancel out. The 2 will cancel out. Because based on our fraction video, we saw that 5 over 5, 2 over 2 is 1. The result equation becomes 40 over 5 times 2 equals 4. Let's try another one, this time with letters. We want to move the 4 and the B to the right side and move the 5, 2, and C and D to the left. Now the new equation is 40 equals 5 times 2 times 4. On the letter side, it's A equals C times D times B. Now we must multiply both sides by a factor of 1 over 5, 1 over 2, 1 over C, 1 over D. The 5 cancels out. The 2 cancels out. Same thing on the letter side. 1 over C. And 1 over D. The C cancels out. And the D cancels out. The result equation, 40 over 5 times 2 equals 4. Also, A over C times D equals B. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet liked or subscribed, please do so, as it's an indicator that you're liking my content. If there are any concerns, please feel free to leave a comment. Have a happy learning experience.